Hi everyone, welcome back to Anita's Joint, hashtag Extendajoint, where every day is payday, baby. You tuned in to another video. So this is going to be France recap, England recap, pretty much kind of my recap on the first couple matches that I've been able to watch with the Euros. Also, USA, Mexico, and I forgot what else I wanted to talk about. But I think France's win versus Italy really triggered England, and we got to see England come out against Norway, a team honestly I expected to have a better tournament. What I was saying when I was saying in the live stream versus England and Norway that I was excited that Ada was coming back for Norway, and I really thought Norway had a good team to actually, challenge against England. But thinking and looking, when I told you the way I watched Norway versus Denmark, it was, I guess I should have had gave us a warning sign of maybe what's to come with Norway. Hopefully they can bounce back versus Austria, because that match will be the match that decides who's going to get that second place in Group A, Austria or Norway. And it's going to be very interesting. Austria are not a team I had coming into the tournament advancing after group, but only time will tell. But France looked stellar versus Italy, and the following day we saw England look stellar versus Norway. And I know Germany are doing well as well. I know Switzerland and Netherlands and Portugal and Sweden are playing today, and those are some interesting matches. But I'm not gonna be able to watch them. But yeah. So I still gotta tune into Group C. Is interesting. Group C is interesting with the Dutch and the Swedish and the Portuguese and the Swiss. So that should be interesting. Group B, when it comes to Germany beating Spain 2-0, like I said, with Spain, it's such a disappointment, because everyone had high expectations for Spain, and it's just, we want all teams to have all their players, and we want them to be the best they could be in these major tournaments, right? And just in general. So hopefully Spain can get out their group, but it looks like they may be facing off England in the second round, and that's going to be tough. Yeah. But the big thing I wanted to talk about was, of course, England's, I was going to say, England and France destructions of the teams. And also, I didn't like that how USA and Mexico's match kind of kicked Mexico out on a controversial goal. I felt like USA should have had scored. It is earlier. It shouldn't have taken 89 minutes. And actually, I should break that. I should actually decode that one. But I didn't like that it took USA 89 minutes to break down Mexico, and the fact that the goal was so controversial, because was Sonnet onside? Was she not? And then Mexico, they just flunked. What happened? I really was excited, and I hadn't tuned into Mexico for a minute, but of course I watched their league, and I felt like they had a golden era, and I felt like this was the year where, Canada, USA, and America are all going to go to the World Cup. But damn, it's like Mexico have to wait another 4 years, and it's a tough position to be in. As I have grown to love Mexico, and it just sucks. It sucks that we won't get to see them in the World Cup, and hopefully they're able to bounce back sooner, and they can make that next World Cup, because they're only getting bigger and bigger. And of course, I'm sorry, I would like Mexico to participate in a major tournament, and I think they have the players for it. Just when they faced Haiti, they faced Jamaica, expectations were thrown out the window based upon everything they were telling us. They were surprised by the football. And I don't think they underestimated Jamaica or Haiti. I just think, as the game is growing, teams around the world that play a different style of football that the Mexican ladies may not be able to see as often, or just in their league, uh, it overwhelmed them, and they weren't able to overcome that. And then, of course, they had a big opportunity with USA, and I feel like USA didn't play their best game. And honestly, I was disappointed in them too, because all the talent that they have, only one goal versus Mexico, and I don't think Mexico played poor, but I don't think they played great either. So USA still have a whole year to figure out this roster, and honestly, USA had the potential to have. Well, I think right now I think USA and England have a similar team right now. They have youth and they have veterans, and they have the ability to create goals based upon certain players that they put on the field. Last night, I think they had Pew on the bench, but they had Purse out there, Alex Morgan, and who else was out there on the field as a starting striker? I forgot fucking name. It was Smith, Sophia Smith, and I think, yeah, I'm starting Pew over Smith, and eventually, I want Macario to be in you. I'm like, Macario wasn't there, but she's in our midfield. I mean, I feel like she's playing, and when it comes to these bigger games, I would say, and then yeah, USA, they gotta improve. So also, I didn't know they were having this tournament, the CONCACAF tournament. So it should be USA versus Canada, right, at the end. I think USA play Costa Rica next. But yeah, Canada are there. And USA, Canada have always given us great matches. And I expect them to have a great match if they do end up facing each other at the end of this month. But overall, everything kind of, some things I didn't expect, some things I kind of expected. France to go out there and win, England to go out there and win, Germany are like, hey, we're still here. They have I'm gonna tell you once again, most of the teams in the Euros have a great starting lineup, have a great 11, and that 11 can beat USA any 11. I'm not saying any 11 can beat any 11, but most teams have an opportunity to beat each other based upon their starting 11s. Most teams, I said most, not all, most teams though. And Germany have a stellar team. Looking at them when I saw when I saw their lineup, I was like, this is a good team. And Germany versus either Norway or Austria, if they win their group, I think Germany would advance. But then again, we will see. Only time will tell. But overall, Beth Mead, she had a hat trick. Grace Gregorio for France had a hat trick as well. So those were my first hat tricks I was able to witness in France. Has started, and France and Germany, they started off the tournament with impactful, and I think put everyone on notice. So anybody that comes through them or comes against them is gonna have a tough test. But listen, we got a lot of great ballers here at the Euros in England, and hopefully the tournament continues to flow. Back on USA and Mexico, I wanted to talk about the pre-match and the halftime match and the after-match that Paramount had, or just like the CONCACAF thing, the thing, whatever. I love the setup. I loved listening to the commentators in the beginning, the four ladies. It was very insightful, very eye-opening to hear the thoughts and opinions of former players. And I thought it was a great vibe, and I look forward to seeing more of it. But I don't want to keep this video too long. Pretty much, the tournament's been flowing well. And England play on Friday. Yeah, England play Friday. But tomorrow France play, so be looking out for that. And also one more thing on NWSL news. It looks like the Houston Dash manager, Carlos, I think he did pulled up. So shout out to him. Wanted to say I think Houston. I think he's one of our second most high profile manager. But I think he's well. Then again, I think this is gonna be the tipping point for Houston. The fact that he's come from Spain and England, he's has a lot of matches under him and different fundamentals, different playing styles. And I'm very interested to see how he's going to help Houston grow. And another thing, he's a Gemini, okay? The new Houston manager, Houston Dash manager. He's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. So hopefully he'll be seeing and I'll be able to see what he's trying to create with Houston. And hopefully I could relay that to you as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing Houston. I got to watch the Houston versus Orlando match. We're going to continue to watch the ladies. And the mission for Houston, of course, is playoffs. And we're going to continue to fly high. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in to Anita's Joint. #Extendajoint, where every day is payday, baby. It's your girl Anita flying high. Flying out of this third dimensional reality. And I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.